Boyer's looking to try and make something. RCR altogether's trying to make something happen on the high side. Oh! Woo! Greetings, I'm Smithers, and this is a good old classic Daytona weekend going on the channel currently. The Coke 0400 weekend, but we're not quite there yet. Tonight we have to get through the Nationwide series. Yesterday was the Truck series, and I didn't do too well. Hopefully better tonight. These drivers had an impressive opening run at the beginning of the year as the first race with no cautions. It was pretty clean. Will everyone keep their noses clean today, or will we get one of those classic big ones that we lacked in speed weeks? Well, things in the Truck series didn't play out like how we planned last night, so our second attempt for the sweep at Daytona is not going to work out this attempt. Going to have to wait until the Daytona 500 next season, but I'm still going to race these two races anyway because it's frickin' Daytona, and why would you not? Got a lot of Cup Series guys down here in this race tonight. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch are starting on your front row. Also got Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Hamlin are in the top 10, as well as myself, qualified 9th. Clint Boyer's here, Marcos Ambrose, Vickers, Keselowski, on down to the back half here. Got some different people that managed to qualify their cars into the race. Kenny Wallace is back here, not many other Cup guys. But we got a stacked field here tonight. I'm excited to get this race going. Hopefully no one tries to shoot it down pit road if we happen to have a caution after the race continues green flag. I'm going to be keeping my eye out for that and try not to rear end anybody. Let me go ahead and get my mouse over here and click continue so we get the freaking race started. Decided to bring out an old Casey Kane's team. We got the Klondike ice cream bars on the hood tonight, because what would you do for a Daytona victory here at Daytona International Speedway? You would do anything, right? Just like you would for a Klondike bar. Totally not fucking sponsored by Klondike bars, but I thought that would be a funny plug to put in. Great idea for a thumbnail. We got 32 laps on tonight's race. Gonna have one pit stop possibly. I do need maybe a splash of fuel if I can save throughout the race. If we get a caution, I can make it to the end. Gonna try and do that. Maybe not lead as many laps or get out front as quickly. Try and save in the early part of this race, depending on if I can even do that. And we'll go from there. Gonna try and keep my nose clean. Like I said, watch out for anyone trying to shoot it down pit road unexpectedly and avoid the big one. I won this race in the early parts of the season. My second race inside this race car. Looking to try and repeat that again. Green flag is out. Let's go. Daytona at night. Second race here in 2008 for the Nationwide cars. Lots of Cup guys. I'm already going to jive down here with the rookie. Damn. 60 car didn't get going, or whoever was in the second, third lane there. 16 dropped down, and also Stewart kind of got held up too there, and we got up here in the third place. I can't go up into the second groove. I was going to go up to the wall, but there is somebody there. 60 car has fallen in line with me. They're still 3 wide trying to sort it out. I'm going to get inside the 16 here. That is Braun, I believe. I don't know his first name, but I know he was in the Truck series quite a bit. Kind of somebody who didn't really get up there as well as people were hoping, maybe. But it looks like Hamlin leads, or Kyle Busch leads the first lap. My bad. He's driving the 18 car tonight. I got Stewart on my bumper. Or is that Hamlin? I don't know. They switch out drivers constantly throughout this Joe Gibbs era. Getting pushed to the front already. I didn't plan on this, but it worked out. The 20 car's pushing me. So much for saving fuel, right? Keep her on track. Don't look anywhere aside from ahead of you. I don't know why I'm not looking outside the windshield. I know I gotta look in my mirror. I was looking over at my recording, make sure that everything was fine over there. We're kosher. We're good. Easy. Easy. I almost gave the lead up right there.
Hey, your boss, drive away here.
Yeah, drive away like I'm gonna do that. Do you know where we're at, bud? Did we get a new spotter for this 9 team? Does he not know about Daytona? Oh! I almost thought I was a little bit late blocking the 20 car there. Thought I was gonna get sent to the inside. Boyer's looking to try and make something. RCR altogether's trying to make something happen on the high side. Oh! Woo! What the hell was that? The car just got loose out of nowhere going into 3. I got someone is stuck on the back of my car. Thank you. What a catastrophe that was. I don't even know what happened. At least the car's still running this time. Went from 1st to 38th in a matter of seconds. I don't even know what happened. Like, I was going into 3 as I did the first couple of laps, and the back end just slipped out from under me. Okay, well, we're getting 4 tires for sure now. Here we are going down the back straightaway. Everything was going perfectly up to this point. I don't know what happened going here into 3. I was already loose before I hit that yellow line. That was me trying to catch the car, and then I went back up into the wall. I seriously don't know what happened, and then everyone else had nowhere to go. They're creaming into each other down there on the apron. Yep, Jimmy John stuck there on my spoiler until I got going again. Onboard Clint Boyer's number 2 RCR Chevrolet to see if maybe anything happens to me. See the back end kicked out just a little bit right there. There's me saving it. Boom, right in front of, right in his lap. I think I just got loose going into 3. Onboard Carl Edwards in the Roush Fenway number 60. He almost got through this thing. 29 car finds a pathway, dives right below his teammate in the 2 car. Edwards tries to follow, but 2 car gets right in his pathway. And then you see everything right here falling right into him. It's like, ah! Well, I'm officially in 37th. Everyone else behind me is retired. That is Boyer, Robert Richardson Jr., S. Huffman, J. Hilton, D. Neuenberger, and Mike Harmon. 4 accidents, 2 retired. I imagine those guys are trying to make repairs, but couldn't make it happen. Well, we're about to restart. One thing I don't have to worry about is fuel management, but I do not know how much damage my car acquired. It felt like a lot. Looks like a lot too, and yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to stay up with the pack. I don't know what kind of pack there is gonna be because we took out a lot of the cars, so it might be kind of a strung out Daytona race. Oh, dang it. They backed up during the inside lane before the green flag. It kind of screwed me up a little bit. We're still going though. At least I'm not as slow as the 81 is. I just want to stay in the draft, tag along. I know my car's hurting. We're wounded. Not only that, the car is still loose, so I gotta kind of keep that in the back of my mind that we're loose when we're running top speed on the inside lane. Kind of spread out back here, but up front they are getting things together. I'm just gonna try and survive and see how far I can get up here. I already feel it. The car is nowhere near as fast as it was. I'm barely breaking 172 by myself. Just gotta work with Long John Silver's and hopefully it'll take me to the promised land. Normally going to Long John Silver's, you'll be heading straight to the frickin' porcelain throne, but I need your help with me today. Same thing with Jimmy John's, even though you were on top of me not very long ago. Yeah, the pack has now left us. We definitely don't have the speed in our number 9 that we did. We took it all out, going head on into turn 3. Pack's getting smaller and smaller. We're not even a part of this race anymore. Come on, 175, is that the best you got? There we go, getting a draft from the 66 to get around the 61. Maybe Long John Silver's ain't it, maybe it's Jimmy John's. Just trying to keep the wheel as straight as possible, not trying to saw at it. I will if someone's trying to make a move on me though. 21 laps to go. This is going to be a long Daytona race. Me just sitting back here in 32nd with a couple of cars. I apologize that I'm not in the high octane action. I lost it in front of the entire field. I did not expect to get loose going into turn 3 like I did. I did a little bit of practice. The car felt fine. I even battened down the wedge a little bit. Apparently I didn't batten it down enough. Should have gone a little bit lower, or a little bit higher on the wedge and a little bit lower on the track bar. Got another spot off of Morgan Shepherd, I believe. That pack is so far away from us. I really screwed myself out of this one, didn't I? I must have had a lucky frickin' break going into that first Daytona weekend at the start of this season. Hey, I wouldn't mind if I'm leading the line. Got 5 cars pushing me. Got by Stephen Wallace, Jimmy Johns, and I was just gonna keep my eye on the mirror. Long John Silver's, make sure he's not gonna try and make a move on me. Hopefully we can keep enough speed around the track so that the pack isn't going to catch us very quickly. I mean, I'm sure they are regardless. That's like 20 cars versus 5 of us, and we're all damaged. I don't even know what to fucking talk about either, because we're just sitting here single file line running laps around Daytona. Like, this is the most boringest shit in the whole world right now. Perfect time to view the pack. Smithers drone cam, some Smithers crank it up right now. Insert that in. Oh, 61 got shoved out of line by Morgan Shepherd. Well, I got a new pusher. How far are we behind the 60 car? 7.4 seconds. We are falling backwards. Yep. Yeah. We killed the car. We killed the Klondike. Just one of them days at Daytona, I guess. Got to experience it all. I was on a high the last time we were here.
Yellowed out. Yellowed out.
Maybe that thinned out the herd a little bit. I might get a better finish than I thought. I'm not going to take it easy unless they're blocking the track. Oh, yeah, they wrecked off of turn 4. Get out of here, Morgan Shepherd. They're still wrecking in the tri-oval. We're so far behind. Focus on the number 11 car here. Middle of 4 wide. This is not an incredible moment for the Incredible Pizza Chevrolet. Hangs on for quite a bit going through 3 and 4, but on the exit of 4, he slides up into the 20 of Denny Hamlin, collects the 1 of Mike Bliss and the 16, and that triggers the second big one here at Daytona. Kyle Busch takes another gnarly hit here as you see Carl Edwards comes through the field and boom! Right into his back end. He's well aware of the caution that's came out. Everyone else goes high. He kind of gets blocked out of it, and I guess he had nowhere to go. He could have tried to shot low to the yellow line, but yeah, that was a risk I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted to take, but he got fucked out of that, I guess. This is a pretty sick bumper cam off the front of the 38 of the late, great Jason Leffler. Gets a piece of the 11 car, gets some damage, they're wrecking right in front of him, and he kind of just pushes them both right out of his way. There is no way in hell's chance that I'm going to be able to get back up there and have a contention and shot and win this race. I mean, if they keep going 4 wide and taking each other out and, you know, getting their cars damaged to my level, then maybe. Restarting on the outside, we're in 22nd. We gain 8 spots from all those guys that came down. A lot more cars behind us this time. I don't know how that's going to do for us because we are slow. As far as everyone in front of us, they're going to leave us behind and hopefully wreck themselves again before the end of this race. And I can get maybe a top 15. Green's back out, restart number 2. 24's not going very fast. The second that I just shifted into 3rd, I kind of stalled out with him. Oh, to be that 64 car. Oh, I might be able to get it. I might be able to get there. Get to 4th, get down here. Cool. I thought that 24 car was going to leave us. Use the draft to my advantage if I can stay in the pack. I've been so unconfident about it, but if this 30 car, look at the back of his car. If he can make it up here, I surely as hell can, right? Come on, work with me. Work with me, please. Nah, I don't think we can. I don't think we can do it. We're sticking with them longer than we were last time, but oh, they're in the wall up there. 4 wide again. They're stacking up behind me. They're getting 2, 3 wide. I am clearly holding up the field. Everyone in front of me is getting away from me. Everyone behind me is wanting me to get out of the way. They are faster than me, not quite as damaged. I really screwed my race up that first. Why did I overcorrect? I should have just spun. I mean, probably would have gotten the car ripped apart anyway. We're 2 separate packs here racing. I'm leading the second one. Okay, now they're going 3 wide. Now I can't really do much about this. Our boys couldn't get it repaired enough to keep speed in her. Come on, give me something, please. Give me that freaky fast freaking draft suckage. Everyone's flying by me on the high side. No speed. If I try to go up there to side draft or something, I'm gonna get passed on the inside by this pizza car. I'm so sad that I killed the speed out of my car so fast. I'm flooring this thing, got my pedal matted as far down as it would go. Trying to keep my tires in line with the guy in front of me. If I can manage, I guess, a top 25 or a top 30, I guess I'll take it. That's about what we're gonna get. I am so sad that I didn't even get a chance to really race in this race today. Four laps into it, and I cooked my car, creamed it right into a freaking outside wall. I probably would be out of the race if it was realistic. I pancaked that shit. Here comes 16 and Hamlin in the 20. Can I at least have one guy behind me? Can I somehow stay with you guys, please? Back to 30th I went. All those cars that I passed during that caution, they got right back by me. Coming down to 5 laps to go. We've got nothing. I've dropped back, trying to use the hefty car here as a buddy in order to try and keep up with everybody. I mean, it's not going to make a difference if I lose him or not. I'll lose one spot, then I'll be by myself. Can only hope that they wreck and it comes down to like the finish of the race and there's no green-white checkered or no more laps left in the race to continue on, and they're all still wrecking while I have a chance to pass like a good chunk of them. So that'll leave the cup race in order for me to perform here. I was looking forward to this in order to try and back up my victories from the beginning of the season, and it just has not worked out that way this time around. It's kind of hard to do anything for a Klondike bar when the Klondike bar gets stepped on and smushed, and you're like, well, is that even worth going after and eating anymore? Like, it's not gonna happen. 2 laps to go, and as you can see, nothing is out my windshield. Just have to re-rack them and try again in the next super speedway race. It wasn't ours to have this time. There's nothing that I'm doing differently now that I was doing that lap that I spun out. So, like, I don't know exactly what happened with the car. It baffles me. It baffles me that happened. I mean, I know it's racing and that shit does happen. Out of all the Daytona races I've ran so far here, I don't think I've, like, just lost it going into a corner. Usually like to keep pretty tight race cars going around super speedways, like a pretty small, I don't know what to call it, rack. Like, I like the wheel feeling tight. I like the car tight. I don't want any bit of looseness when it's going around Daytona or Talladega. I like it firm and to the ground. We weren't firm and we weren't on the ground. We were all over the place. We went head on into a wall, but we're gonna finish 30th. I'm glad at least that's not last. Didn't DNF out of a race. David Reagan is leading the pack here to the white flag at Daytona in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Can he get his first victory and try and help his resume to get a cup ride next season driving Roush Fenway? 22 of Josh Wise is looking low. He's side by side trying to take this lead. He's got a nose on the 6 of David Reagan. Is he gonna clear him and slide back up? He does, going down the back straightaway. Oh, not quite. He didn't get up there quick enough. 6 has got momentum with a 29 and Jeff Burton pushing him back down the back straightaway. Here they go. 2 cars versus 1. And they're 3x3 behind them. Going down into turn 3. Coming around turns 3 and 4. The 6 car's got the 29's help. 22's got a bit of a gap. 0 car's closing up behind them though. 6 car's got the momentum on the high side off of turn 4. They're side by side coming down to the start finish line. Man, it's going to be close. 6 car is going to win here at Daytona. Got a nose out on Josh Wise in the 22. Gets his first victory in the Nationwide Series. Well, congratulations to David Reagan on getting his first NASCAR Nationwide Series victory. Sure, that's going to look really good on his resume to Jack Roush when he moves up into the Cup Series, inevitably driving the number 6 in the Cup Series, and see maybe if he can perform, get a couple more super speedway victories than he did in real life. We'll just have to see. It was Scott Wimmer driving the 29, not Jeff Burton, my bad. The 0 car is a bit of a shock to me that Mr. Teague, B. Teague, Brad Keselowski rounds out the top 5. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets a top 10, as well as Marcos Ambrose and Kevin Harvick. Kelly Earnhardt driving the number 8 gets a 12th place. I seen that he was like the last car in that little lead group that was, that Reagan was in. Kyle Busch wound up with the 19th. Hamlin 21st, they were in that second wreck. On down here, I wound up with a 30th place finish out of 35 cars that finished the entire race. Carl Edwards, after running into the back of Kyle Busch across the start finish line, retired with a piston failure. Well, if you enjoyed quiet pack racing with no carnage, go check out the first couple of races that I did in this season at Daytona for Speed Weeks. And if you like carnage and big wrecks, the Coke 0400 weekend apparently has all the action for big ones. I hope we have a clean race when it comes comes to the cup race tomorrow. I need the points. I need them very badly. I've had a couple of bad finishes. I had a DNF at New Hampshire, which really shouldn't have happened. And I have more of a possibility of a DNF happening at Daytona than anywhere else aside from Talladega. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna try and get it done. Try and get a cup victory at a super speedway again. Get 2 for 3 so far in the season, at least with that, and walk out of here with at least something. I appreciate everyone that watches and subscribes and supports the channel. Thank you very much. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.